Good morning, everyone. Anurag, thanks for a super talk to start the day. Very nice, nicely done. My 2 cents on sleep as well, that we are the only mammals who wake up by an alarm clock. I mean, every other mammal in the world sleeps as per time cycles. So we have disrupted our lives by waking up by alarm clocks. Yeah, so I absolutely agree to what you said. Just can't follow it myself. Uh, okay, so I represent Make My Trip. Very quickly about what we do, and thanks for a very nice introduction to Make My Trip. But we're a scaled platform. We're India's super app of travel. And we are actually a very, very high scale company, 74 million monthly active users. 3 out of 10 travelers who book domestic flight book on our platform. And we have 1 lakh plus hotels, unique hotels booked in a year. So it's a platform of scale. And that scale is reflected in our numbers. If you see, we have a top line, or pre-COVID, financial year 20, we had a top line of 6,000 crores, $6,000 million. And then what happened was that our top line got wiped off because of COVID. So we entered a period where our existence got questioned because there wasn't any travel happening. Thankfully, we've recovered from that period quite well. Last year, we clocked $6,500 million of top line. But I think the interesting story here was that in financial year 20, we made a loss of $70 million. So we did our top line number of $6,000 million, but we had operating loss of $70 million. Then we went to 2 years of hibernation during COVID. But when we came out, we had transformed our business and got to a similar top line, but this time making $70 million of profit. So this journey, and what I'm going to talk to you today about, is this journey from -70 to +70. And in the 2 years that we were locked in our home, how did we transform our business? So what we did was, we optimized our customer acquisition cost. We kind of built a CLM engine through which we build loyalty and repeat. And we automated post-sale. A lot of our cost is servicing once you've booked the ticket, so we automated those flows. And today you can cancel your hotel, do your date change all online, and hence saving on that cost. We optimized our tech stack, we saved cost there, and finally we used machine learning, data science to do revenue management. So what I'm going to do in the next 15 minutes or so is talk to you about 2-3 parameters that we changed and how we redefined ourselves, and mostly consumer facing. So how did we do this -70 to +70? Is that we were essentially a B2C platform pre-COVID. A B2C platform where you could book flights and hotels and bus travel. From that, we transformed into a multi-channel play. So today, we kind of address every demand occasion, and we build channels for the same. For example, 1/3 of travel that happens in an economy like India is people traveling for work. Now we address that. So we have a business travel platform. Similarly, we have unique channels, like a very unique channel is the Holiday Expert channel. The Holiday Expert channel is basically around 1,500 housewives across India who operate from their home and sell holiday packages to consumers. And hence, we provide livelihood to that channel and an employment opportunity to housewives. So this is what we look like today. So we are still a B2C business. We have 2 strong brands, Make My Trip and Go Ibibo, through which we offer air ticketing, air ancillaries, hotels, all tacos, homestays. Then we have ground transport brands like Red Bus, Red Rail, and Ride, through which we offer bus, trains, and cabs. We have built a fintech platform through which we offer financial products like insurance, like travel insurance, travel loans, forex. And then we have built a B2B engine. So we address the corporate market by 2 products, which is MyBiz and Quest to Travel. And we have a B2C business through which we power travel agents through our product called My Partner. So from being like a 3 offering B2C play, we've evolved as the travel house for India. So whatever the demand occasion is, whatever offering you need for travel, it's available with us. And that's how our app is transformed. If you see, that's the picture of a 2016 app, very B2C-ish in nature, very transactional in nature, to like a one-stop shop app where you can do everything. I mean, if you want to travel from, say, here to Singapore and come back, you can do your visa, you can book your flight tickets, hotel tickets, cabs, whatever you need, forex, travel insurance. So we've completely transformed our business from being a B2C hotels flight app to now being a holistic travel app. Uh, and let me give you one example. A very interesting example is how did we actually build a corporate business? 4 years back, we had zero play in corporate, and we thought it's a big opportunity, and then COVID happened. But we used those 2 years to build a revolutionized product for corporates to use. So what we do, we used all the goodness of our B2C platform. We built a product called MyBiz, which corporates can use. So today, if you're a corporate using MyBiz, your employees' travel is as seamless. You can just fire the MyBiz app, book your hotel flight, and the experience is quite seamless. And also in the back end, using data sciences, machine learning, an organization can save cost. We build many features for saving cost. The policies and all can be easily implemented, very modular, and all MIS and all is automated. So basically, on a click of a button, an organization in like 4 to 5 minutes can onboard all the employees, onboard their policies. Thereon, an employee can seamlessly book travel just using the same B2C experience. The second pillar the second pillar of our growth story was that how do we provide innovating offerings which are deeply rooted in consumer behavior, and how do we leverage data sciences to kind of build these products? Now, what happened when COVID receded was that people are very fidgety on travel. People didn't know, okay, if I book a trip and I don't want to travel, can I cancel it? Can I date change? Because for whatever reasons. So Indians and travelers across the world were fidgety in booking travel. So we thought that there's a need to build assurance and give assurance and flexibility to consumers. So on top of a flight ticket, what we did was we used data science to bring about products through which you can buy zero cancellation, or products through which you can buy date change as a top-up. So these products kind of very initially, as people began to travel, they give consumers the confidence that you can still book a ticket, you can cancel it without any problem, or change your date if you don't want to travel. And that kind of assurance started triggering travel for us. Similarly, now we have built products like Price Lock. So what happens is that if you book quite in advance, while you're unsure of your travel, but the pricing is great. So now you can lock that pricing, pay a small amount to lock that pricing, and lock it for a period, and then finally pay the money when you are assured of traveling. So these products are actually rooted into consumer behavior, have been brought alive by data sciences, machine learning, and now they have deep penetration. So when people want to travel, they come to Make My Trip because they have these assurance features available. Very similarly on hotels, what we figured out was there are a lot of Indians, actually we were talking, Amit, that there are a lot of Indians who are traveling to international destinations for the first time. So they don't know where to stay. I mean, they don't know if you're going to Hong Kong for the first time, you don't know what Hong Kong is about and where should I stay, what kind of hotel should I book. So we're providing these enabled maps which you can see places of interest and then see properties near those places and book. And that's how first-time travelers are getting assisted and they feel confident about traveling to new locations. Very similarly, staycation is a big thing. Like pre-COVID, what used to happen was, for Indians, vacation was one long vacation in a year. Now what's happened is that there is one long vacation, but there are multiple small weekend locations. Now, typical on an e-com platform, the way you search is that you search either a destination or you search a property. But when you're looking for a staycation, you're actually not searching for a destination, you're looking for places to go nearby. So we again enabled that kind of a search, that instead of searching for a particular destination in mind, you say, okay, I want to travel near Bombay, near Delhi. We throw out multiple options and then you can choose and move forward. Now similarly, we are powering search very differently, that when you search a hotel in Bombay, a hotel in Bombay would mean different things for different people. Like if you're a business traveler, maybe you want to stay near an airport hub, or you want to stay near Andheri, which are business locations. If you're a leisure traveler, you have very different needs. If you're a budget traveler, you need a budget hotel. So depending upon the past behaviors or the profile of a consumer, we power search differently. Also what we do is that we provide relevant information. So for example, if your search is traveling with kids, then what you see in content is things like play area available. If you're traveling for work, we'll try and give you content like Wi-Fi available or free breakfast. So depending upon the profile of the consumer, the search is powered like that. And similarly, I mean, we are India's largest review platform for travel. And again, we're using deep LLM models to ensure that what we show as reviews is not the verbose multiple reviews, but we're able to concise that and give pointers to a traveler basis his need. Our third pillar was that how do we stay relevant with the consumers? Again, like Anurag briefly mentioned that, there are two ways in which brands are looking at building nowadays. The first way is that you buy traffic from originating at Google. So basically what it means is that using SEM, if someone is searching for hotels in Bombay, you bring that guy on your platform from Google, and you pay the median, which is Google, for getting the traffic. The second way of building a brand is that you want people to directly engage with the app. Directly come to our app, download our app, or directly fire the app when you want to travel. We strongly believe that we want to build a brand that consumers love and consumers come to us directly. And all our efforts have always been towards brand building. So today we have a two-brand play. MakeMyTrip is the leader brand in this category by a distance. In fact, this is a top-of-mind awareness chart. I used to work for Pepsi for a long time before moving to MakeMyTrip. I haven't seen a category where the leader is as dominant on recall. And then we have a second brand, which is GoIbibo. So both the number 1 and number 2 brands in the travel category are from our house. And it's not by default. We've kind of invested heavily on brand building, on talking to our consumers relevantly. And as a result, that 60% of all our app installs are organic. 90% of all bookings happen directly. I mean, are not bought through any other media, but people come on MakeMyTrip or GoIbibo and book. And 80% of our business happens on the app, which is the most sticky platform for a tech-enabled product. Also, we have a very powerful CLM engine. That how do we keep on speaking? Now, travel is not a very frequent use case. Unlike Amazon or any other e-com platform like Zomato, where you order daily, you travel maybe once in 6 months or once in 3 months or once in a month at best. So it's very important for us to keep on being relevant because it's an infrequent use case. The great thing again is our CLM engine is quite well defined. We get 40% repeats. There's very strong cross-sell. So 40% people who actually buy a flight also buy a hotel from us. And then we have a loyalty program called MMD Black, which basically is the top 5% of our consumers, but they kind of give us 50% of our booking value. What we've also done is that being the leader brand, we have also taken on to us to ensure that we kind of also inspire travel. So when COVID receded, people weren't still traveling, and we wanted to kind of inspire people to travel locally and start building domestic tourism. So we did this entire campaign, which is the My India campaign, through which we use influencers to kind of talk about travel, that they are traveling, which gave confidence and actually triggered back travel, the travel economy in India. Also, like the hallmark of our brand is the kind of consistency on our advertisement format. We've been for the last 7 odd years, we have used the same face, the same format, the same consistency and that's kind of build the way our brand is loved. And we continue to do it. For example, this year the campaign is to build consideration for hotels. We use the same format. One of the great learnings for me as a marketer is that how consistency helps in building the brand. Maybe I'll just take this time to show you this year's campaign.
Are you ready? अच्छा सुनो, ये भी हम दोनों के साथ डाइव करेंगे, ओके?
मैं इनकी गोद में बैठ जाऊंगी, तो 30,000 में हम दोनों का हो जाएगा।
It doesn't work like that. अच्छा 100-200 ऊपर से ले लेना, किसी को नहीं बताएंगे। Seriously? अच्छा सुनिए, पैराशूट के चार्जेस निकाल दे तो।
हाँ, हम अपना खुद का पैराशूट लाएंगे।
सारे पैसे होटल पे उड़ाओगे तो मेमोरीज कैसे बनाओगे? मेक माई ट्रिप, फ्लैट 20% ऑफ ऑन होटल्स, स्टे बेटर, पे लेसर।
आ जाएगा वापस। रूम नंबर 1904। हाय, 19th फ्लोर, सी व्यू रूम होगा?
नहीं।
बाथटब?
नहीं,
अनलिमिटेड ब्रेकफास्ट
इंक्लूडेड नहीं है।
मेरे रूम में सब है।
आपका रूम
नहीं, मेक माई ट्रिप का कूपन कोड, बाथटब, सी व्यू सब मिलेगा और वो भी 20% डिस्काउंट पे।
Madam, download the Make My Trip app. Stay better, pay lesser.
Yeah. So we've been quite consistent in terms of our brand messaging on the vehicles through which we serve our ads. Also, I think this entire approach of marrying classical marketing to digital marketing to performance marketing, and how does it all play together in the playbook. What we've also done is that we're working very. One of the initiatives of Government of India is to build domestic tourism and build out India as a cultural hub. So this is our Independence Day campaign, through which we brought about around 600 hidden gems in India on a traveler's map, where people could just scan the app, figure out what are these locations and how do you travel to them, and what do they stand out for. And this was done in partnership with Ministry of Tourism. And similarly, I think we're a brand soaked in culture. There's nothing as big in India as the World Cup, although it didn't end in the right, in the way we all wanted. And also cricket is but cricket is a very costly property. Cricketers are costly to get. I mean, getting sponsorship is costly. We did it in a very unique way. So instead of going the regular way, we went the fan way out. That the fans need to travel, the fans need to book a hotel. Hotels are so costly. Like you would have all read that there was news saying that hotels cost plus 1 lakh in Ahmedabad. So we put a unique twist to it, that why don't you stay at homestays? And that's how we started building the homestay category. Our entire campaign had a lot of virality to it. People just latched onto it, and there's quite a lot of PR to it. Just a showcase on how this campaign was made.
Podi idli.
Baked beans.
Hey, podi idli.
Sir, baked bean, podi idli, and local favorite kanda poha.
Kanda poha. Kanda poha.
Kanda poha. Kanda poha.
Make My Trip homestays and villas. Tested for service, tested by fans.
Okay. We had a 2-brand play. This was all about Make My Trip. But similarly, we have the second brand, which is Go Ibibo. It's more targeted towards the budget traveler, and because of our investment choices, we had, as our business started to recover, we were more focused on building back Make My Trip. But now, as we feel very confident that we are starting to power our second brand, which is Go Ibibo.
माइनस नेवर माइंड बजट में और कुछ नहीं मिला बेबो wanna go Ibibo
Rates stay starting at 1499 only on Go Ibibo.
hotels ऐसे on Go Ibibo full marks by Bebo.
And again, I think the thing is that whatever we are doing seems to be working. The early results on GI, as we started to invest back, they look great as well. So that's the end of my talk. So basically, this minus 70 to plus 70 million journey was built on expanding demand occasions, was built on understanding consumer behavior and building relevant products. And finally, the large pillar is brand marketing, that how do we keep both our brands salient and both our brands relevant for the consumers. I'm happy to take any questions you want to ask, or yeah.
Yeah, I think, can I ask the first one?
Yeah, sure.
Because, Raj, I was working with a few cartoons the other day, and I saw a lot of your ads, and they're super fun as well. Because you're doing almost everything. Just to ask, hypothetically, if you would do a marketing campaign, let's say, with some fictional character, who would it be? And what would you sort of just talk about or do with, or partner with on?
That's okay. That's a difficult question.
Anything.
Yeah. See, I would love to use. I mean, they're not caricatures, but they're fictional. I would love to use Rocky and Rani as a concept and take it forward. I mean, keep on doing Rocky and Rani. That's a very deadly combination. A cartoon character, maybe Chacha Chaudhary. I mean, he's the wise guy. So travel adventures of Chacha Chaudhary and Sabu.
Oh, lovely. I hope Sabu I hope Sabu manages to fit in those. Like anybody else with any question, can we have a mic passed to them, please?
B&B is the other thing. How do you differentiate consumer experience with B&B?
With bed and breakfast, right? So what we are seeing is that that long family travel, I mean large family travel, is becoming extremely important. Secondly, a lot of time, like India used to be a very solo travel. I mean, like a small, like a couple or a nuclear family travel. Now we are seeing people traveling with lot of friends. So this group travel is becoming extremely important. And group travel is best fulfilled when you have a large space where you can sit back in the evening. So that's the large B&B use case that we are working on right now. The other use cases are that there are times when there's an event in the city, like a World Cup match, can be a rock concert, where hotels around the event are either booked completely or very costly. So that's the time I think there's an opportunity for homeowners to give their home to travelers to stay on. And that's a very large use case for the future, that how do we provide alternate accommodations when either the hotel prices are soaring or the hotel availability is low. So two large use cases.
So you are niching your market, really. You're niching your market. Focusing on certain event-based market.
So both. I think what we're trying to do is that the consumer need for homestays is that already exists. So what we're trying to do is that we are building supply. So we're ensuring that we have alternate accommodations available across India, and then we are educating the consumer that if you want to build up book all taco, then you can come on Make My Trip, and we have the largest supply of all tacos available in the country. Thanks.
I've been following Deep's journey for so many years now. Tell me, going forward, I mean, just something, is acquiring hotels and something like Club Mahindra is your logical conclusion that you're going, because now you're cash rich, and are you looking at that?
So not necessarily. We see ourselves as an aggregator of supply. We don't intend to actually go down and own supply. So we are quite focused on building our platform as a e-commerce platform where supply meets demand. We're not necessarily looking at building supply. Also, while the numbers look big, but India is a large market, we still believe that the market is underpenetrated, and both on demand and supply, there's a lot of work still to be done. So we're quite focused there. Yeah, cool. Just one last question, maybe. Yeah.
Can we have the mic forward?
Yeah.
Also have any plans in terms of focusing for the senior citizens? Because nowadays we do see a lot of senior citizens coming out, traveling, exploring the country as well as be it in India or international market.
Yeah, that's a great question. Just when Deep and Rajesh started this company 20 years back, we've been kind of investing in our brand since then. So guys who were 30 then are 50 now. So we resonate with all kind of audience. At the same time, we genuinely feel there's a need for, like, for example, if you see content from Europe or content from US, it would provide content saying that, okay, friendly for elders. India is still building that content out. So I think what we're trying to do is ensuring to ensure that first we have the right content. So for example, if someone slightly elderly is searching, we're able to tell, okay, this hotel is far better than the other because it has some tools and aids available. So we're quite focused on that as well. The great thing is we have brand resonance, but we still have to build out specific content, but that's one of the areas that we want to work on. But great question, thanks.
Yeah.
Hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think it's an amazing brand which you guys have built out, no doubt about it.
That's not working, I believe.
Just my question, two questions actually. One in.
So I'm very sorry, we keep it to one, please. I'm really sorry to.
Okay. Okay. So then let me ask the second question. What kind of imagery, like, you know, you plan to build with the brand? Because is it more friendly? Is it an expert? Is it a more of a, like a counselor?
Yeah. See, the way we would think about this is that maybe we are a travel buddy to you. How the consumers actually perceive Make My Trip right now is that consumers perceive it actually when we map how's the consumer perceiving Make My Trip or Go Ibibo. Specifically, the consumers are see us as a leader brand who's advisory in nature. But what we want to be is like a buddy brand, which is your travel companion, helps you sort out, get travel deals. I think you kind of hit the nail on the rock. That's what we want to be. But right now we are seen as a leader brand, someone who can advise, aspirational in nature.